OKTAGON se konečně vrací do nejtvrdšího města republiky, Ostravy. A hlavní zápas nemůže obstarat nikdo jiný než nespochybnitelný král welterové váhy. V OKTAGONu neporažený a nejdéle panující šampion David Růžový Panter Kozma.
V Ostravě jsem doma, těším se na to hodně, budu tam mít svoje známé a v Ostravě zápasím prostě nejradši. A ten zápas půjdu 100% vyhrát.
Ten se utká se svou nemezis, která ho už jednou porazila. Legendou Petrem Monstrem Knížetem.
Jsem tady pro toho, abych si vzal to, co mi patří. Myslím si, že budeme koukat.
Chci napravit to, co jsem pokazil, chci ho porazit a chci ukázat, že jsem lepší zápasník než on.
Monster kleci vám ukáže titulovou bitvu, na kterou nezapomenete.
Vždy je to tak trochu osobní. V tomhle případě je to hodně osobní. Konečně se dočkáme duelu Baby Jagy Mikuláška se slovenským tvrďákem Tomášem Bolem Melišem. Účty budou splaceny.
Keď to bude v postoji, tak ho seknem, keď to bude na zemi, tak ho jednoducho ubijem.
Ani jako, že pojdáme si na houbu a pak budeme kamarádi. Ne, nebudeme. Já s tobou nechci být kamarád. Což krysa za strana.
Buď mu utrhnem ruku, nohu, alebo jednoducho mu odkročím hlavu.
Živě na oktagon.tv.
Polotěžká váha nabídne hned několik zápasů. Jedním z nich bude velmi očekávaný duel dvou borců, kteří se umí porvat především v postoji a přinést vždy skvělou show. Toledo versus Stroumpoulis. Panagiotis Stroumpoulis, přezdívaný Hardcore, je jedničkou v Řecku ve své váze. Má na svém kontě 14 vítězství. Hned 5 z nich dokázal urvat pomocí KO.
Pienso que Stroumpoulis es un buen luchador, pero es muy completo.
Na domácí půdě je Stroumpoulis doslova králem. Prohrál pouze jednou z posledních 8 zápasů.
Toledo je zárukou toho, že to bude v oktagone vrieť. On v podstate iba dvakrát sa dostal do bodového rozhodnutia.
Toledo is very difficult guy, it's very experienced.
9-krát knockoutoval 12 víťazstiev.
Toledo sice ve svém jediném zápase v oktagonu prohrál se Xavierem, ale předvedl výkon, který byl na hraně vítězství a především za hranou očekávání.
Toledo trefil! A Rafael trošku podkesl v nohou.
A nyní se můžeme těšit, že přidá další skvělý výkon, který zvedne fanoušky ze sedadel.
So, light heavyweights take center stage. Next up here at Octagon Prime 5. And making his debut in the ex-bionic sphere is this man, Greece's own Panagiotis Stroumpoulis, nicknamed Hardcore, Luke, and an impressive record, 14-6, 6 finishes in there. Within those losses, though, those 6 losses, he took Azamat Amagov, the Bellator champion, to an impressive decision. Did lose that in the end, but somebody who you could easily underestimate. Very dangerous hands, brings it every single time he steps in the cage. So, and at light heavyweight, as we all know, it can all change in a second.
Definitely that, and I feel he's, like you said, fighting against Amazov. Also has fought a lot at middleweight, obviously, showing that. So moving up to light heavyweight, has been there for a while, but is moving up there now. But that gives him something, gives him a bit of speed, gives him a bit of movement. This is someone that when he throws with everything, and he comes forward very, very quickly, leaps into his shots. You know, so you have to be very, very aware of that. And both these guys always bring it and always put on a great show. I will be, whenever someone says this, it always happens. But I will be very surprised if this one goes to a decision.
Yeah, well, one stat I'll just throw under the bus of that comment is his last six of his 8 last wins are unanimous decisions, so he can find a way to win. But again, I've seen it within his fights. He can get drawn into battles, and you know that is almost a curse of Toledo. He is, in his last fight, and we'll talk about this on his entrance, he looked as good as I've seen him tactically, and then he just got drawn into the firefight. That is something I am sure that Panagiotis will be looking to do tonight.
Yeah, great thing about Hardcore, I actually was in Athens recently, maybe 3 weeks ago, when I trained with him alongside all of his team. And the great thing about the guys in Athens and the outlook on mixed martial arts, the ethos there, is all the gyms in Athens, they train together. There's about 4 big gyms, and they all understand that Greece is a little bit behind, you know, when you look at the world stage, and they need to improve together to get to the best. So you don't have many Greece versus Greece fights anymore locally. You have more international stuff because they all train together. So has a lot of bodies to train with, trains with Andreas Michailidis, who's obviously UFC middleweight, and he's a very, very technical, talented guy, so getting great instruction is he over in Athens.
Brilliant insight there from Luke Barnett. One half of this light heavyweight contest is in the cage. Let's welcome the next. Now, it'd be foolish of me to make this introduction, Luke, because this man you know so well. He has helped you prepare, you have helped him prepare. You've been in each other's corners, not just in fights, but in life. So I'll hand it to you. Talk us through what is a Daniel JACARE Toledo?
Yeah, and also you will know him very well from his time over in Russia, where you've commentated on many of his fights. If anyone wants to know what the heart of a real fighter looks like, they need to watch Daniel JACARE's fights. He always comes to win, he always comes forward, he's aggressive, and he's always looking for the knockout, which is his problem. As his friend, as his training partner, as his coach, we try so hard to make him be, you know, clean, to make him move, to make him throw straight shots, to make him not get drawn into battles. But if he gets caught with a shot, it's always the same.
Red mist.
Red mist comes down and he starts throwing as hard as he can. We saw it in his last fight against Zabia, and it almost paid off for him. You know, he actually dropped him twice. But now this guy has developed a real skill set in mixed martial arts. He's not just a brawler. He's not just a guy that can come in and throw big limbs and luckily get a knockout. He is a technician and he knows what he's doing, has great takedowns, has great jiu-jitsu on the ground, off his back and on top. You know, he's done a lot of work over there with Santeri Lilius and the guys over at our gym. And he's a very, very, very good grappler. And for me, you know, I feel like in this fight, that's where we should see him go. We should see that development. We should see him look for a takedown, because the heavy hands that we see from hardcore, we don't want to see that from JACARE. Obviously, I'm going to be biased, 100%. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to be pitting to professional. I am supporting Toledo because he's my friend, my teammate, and I've been with him for many, many years. Been training together for 7 years over in Malaga in Spain, and I really want this guy to do well tonight, as he fell short in his last bout against Zabia.
So both men inside the cage. Spain versus Greece in the form of Panagiotis. Stroumpoulis taking on JACARE, the Spanish gladiator himself, Daniel Toledo. Let's look at the tail of the tape here. 2 years the younger is Panagiotis. Height and reach on the side of Daniel Toledo. What a fight this is set to be. Do not blink. Light heavyweight fireworks on their way.
Daniel was supposed to compete in February, but it didn't actually happen. So he's been training for this fight for an awful amount of time, a very, very long time. And he's in probably the best shape of his life. So cardio always being a problem, shouldn't be tonight.
So let's get this underway. To do that, let's hand it to Andrej Novotny.
Dámy a pánové, čeká nás další zápas. Tentokrát polotěžká váha 93 kg, 3 kola po 5 minutách. Vaším rozhodčím v oktagonu je Gerd Richter. Pojďme si představit oba muže. Nejprve modrý roh. 34 let, 183 cm, 93,5 kg na váze. EFL Academy. Pod trenérem Dimitrisem Papakonstantinu má na svém kontě 18 zápasů. 12 vítězství, z toho 5 ukončil před limitem a 6 porážek. Za Řecko, jednička v Řecku této váhy, Panagiotis, hardcore, Stroumpoulis. Červený roh, 36 let, 190 cm, 92,6 kg na váze. Pod trenérem Luliusem Barnatem, Lukem Barnatem a Luliusem Santerim má na svém kontě 22 zápasů, 12 vítězství, z toho 11 ukončil před limitem a 10 porážek. 11 polotěžké váhy dnes večer v rámci Neruda Cupa za Tip Sport Team a v červeném rohu za Španělsko Daniel JACARE Toledo.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. When I say stop, you stop. Fight hard, fight fair. Touch your gloves, please, and step back in your corner.
Final touch of gloves and instruction given by our referee, Gerd Richter. He will take charge of this light heavyweight contest scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We have Greece's Panagiotis, Stroumpoulis in the blue corner, white shorts. Daniel JACARE Toledo, black and yellow shorts, red corner, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett, calling the action here at OKTAGON Prime 5.
Going to be interesting to see how the distance is controlled by either of these fighters. Both taking the center early, trying to feel each other out. Lots of power possessed by both men.
Oh, a nice heavy outside kick to the thigh there from JACARE. And what surprised me, I watched tape on Panagiotis and I thought he would size up about the same as JACARE. There's a significant height and reach advantage on the side of Spain's Toledo.
Yeah, see the size of the legs though in Stroumpoulis. He's very, very heavy on the lower half of his body. Throws a lot of power in the hands because of that. So what he, doesn't have in reach, he definitely has in power. Makes up for it. Extremely powerful when he comes forward, swinging those hooks. We want to see Toledo use straight shots down the middle, jabs, teeps, right hand. He has done so far. A little bit of a red mark on the face of Stroumpoulis.
Oh, digging to the body, coming upstairs then.
That's where the power comes. That's when we need something through the middle, a knee, an uppercut or straight shots. He needs to be careful.
Oh,
as he gets rocked with the left hand.
Oh, strong left hook, counter left hook from Stroumpoulis.
Definitely hurting Toledo there. Taking deep breaths, seems to have recovered okay. But that's the power he possesses, just one shot. I shook JACARE a little bit now. You can see JACARE maybe looking to try and change levels and try and get this fight to the ground. Needs to set it up well though, as he gets a thundering right hand through the middle.
That pushed back the Greek fighter Stroumpoulis.
Nice, crisp, straight right hand. Earns the respect as he throws it again.
Oh, that wobbled him, that wobbled him. The right hand certainly caught him now. He's following it in, but good clinch work there from Stroumpoulis.
And that's where we need to be careful, because even when you wobble Stroumpoulis, he's dangerous. He throws power, and then a hurt animal is always at their say that for me. An animal in trouble is always at their most dangerous. And when he catches that right hand and he stuns him, Stroumpoulis is just going to throw big, big shots. When we get into that closer range, maybe switch up, throw some elbows, nice sharp inside shots. Not always need to be so long, or keep the distance. Pick your arm, pick your weapons, nice.
And also not get greedy, right? Not
exactly
give away that range, that distance. Make Stroumpoulis earn every inch.
Now Stroumpoulis, you can see the confidence has dwindled on him. He's a few times has been landed, but now Daniel's jumping in with that right hand. Just hold your ground. Ping with that jab, ping with that straight hand. Don't need to come forward with it, because that's when you're moving into the range of Stroumpoulis, and that's dangerous territory, that no man's land where those bombs can go off.
And a true finisher is Toledo as well. I believe 11 of his 12 victories are by finish. 9 KOs, 2 submissions. More hesitant now, Stroumpoulis, trying to close that distance.
Because he's been caught by those straight shots through the middle, but Danny needs to be careful that he doesn't jump into him. That's what he's got to avoid doing. Just hold the ground, outside leg kick. Nice, great work. You can see that the demeanor has changed of Stroumpoulis. He's been caught by a couple of big shots. Danny got caught by the worst of all early on in the round, but now you see the confidence growing.
Yeah, much more respect being earned there by Toledo. Stroumpoulis staying well on the outside. That left high kick as well, we've seen him finish many a man with that evil weapon that he possesses on that lead left leg.
And the right kick of JACARE as well is extremely powerful. If you can throw that off with a jab, you see the left hand of Stroumpoulis is very low.
Oh,
as
nice
he comes
combination.
Flying forward, great movement and awareness for JACARE. Now up against that cage. Now he's got Stroumpoulis in trouble here. Stalking his man. Good positioning.
Another disciplined performance as well from JACARE. I'm sorry, a more disciplined. We saw in the opening round against Javier, he really did execute a great game plan. The takedowns were great. Even the finish at the end of the first round, he caught Javier, put him in a lot of trouble. But that discipline seemed to disappear as he went into round 2. But look how good he is when he stays just fundamentally sound.
That's it, just fundamentals are going to win this fight. You know, he just needs to stay straightforward as we move into this last 30 seconds. You know, and just throw a few more kicks, mix up your distance and your range. And just frustrate Stroumpoulis, because he gets frustrated, he's going to leap in, and that's when he's going to get caught. You don't need to come into his range. That's beautiful
what
timing.
Timing on that single. Brilliant stuff. And even if he doesn't finish this takedown, he avoided the big shot, he closed the distance, and he's given Stroumpoulis something else to think about. Strong, strong first round there from JACARE. Disciplined stuff from the Spaniard. Stroumpoulis started off extremely well, caught Toledo with a shot early that buckled his knees. Was a little warning shot across the bow. But then JACARE kept that range, used those long shots. And we'll see some of the action here. Courtesy of Chico's Barbershop. Oh, a nice outside leg kick there from JACARE. And here we should see that right hand, or the left, sorry, the left that wobbled JACARE. As the round progressed, this was more the story, that 1-2, the straight shots, boom. Toledo looking excellent, and again working that outside leg. Staying out of range. And then ducking under just at the end of the first round there. Avoiding that big shot from Panagiotis Stroumpoulis. Set for round number 2, here we go. Panagiotis in the blue corner, Toledo in the red corner, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett. The odds still very close, Luke, but for me, it very much felt like in the ascendancy was Toledo. I saw you nip over there just to have a word in his ear. What instructions were you giving him?
Needs to make sure he controls his weight and doesn't come forward after he throws his shots. This man's going to be dangerous in the first minute, 2 minutes of the fight. Like you said, Danny really controlled that fight in the latter stage, in the later moments. But early on, he got rocked because this guy's so explosive, you know. So Hardcore's going to come forward and he needs to create some dominance. Now he's going to be confident. You could see the confidence was lost in that first round. Now he's gone back to his corner. His corner have said, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man. They've lifted his confidence, and now he's look at the different. There's a different man in there now.
Yeah, he's moving forward, certainly with a better aura about him.
Good turns, JACARE well there, and nice inside little shots.
Strong against the cage as well, is that?
Yeah, wide back of Stroumpoulis. Danny manages to get away though, takes good breaths, and settles back in, and that's going to tire out Stroumpoulis. You can see, you know, if he can't get the takedown or convert it to be anything, he can't keep doing that all fight. Nice right hand. And I'd like to see some variation from Danny and see some shots from kicks, as I was going to say, he throws one. Not just punching, we're not just boxing. This guy's got fantastic boxing, got good hands, very powerful. Let's not play in his game. Let's just control that range. Good work.
Yeah, and you've talked to me before about the combat sports CV that JACARE owns. Almost 45 kickboxing bouts on top of many other. Oh, Stroumpoulis seems fussed by that. Rubs the back of the heads. The referee not buying into that.
I'm not sure you can hit the back of the head when you're standing right in front of somebody. The only way to do that is if Stroumpoulis turns his head. That's not Danny's problem.
2 minutes down in the second round. Straight right.
And we're also asking, you know, Andrew Lofthouse, who's also in the corner here, who was asking for 2 phases from Danny. As he lands a beautiful right hand, where's the second phase? That's what we want, a second phase, not just one. Hit him again, and then hit him again, then kick, then punch. Nice inside body. Kick with that left leg. That is brutal. I've been dropped from that many times in sparring. Has a cheeky left kick that just goes to the liver. It's beautiful work. And that's what we need. See how he controls the range there? Yeah, just take a little step back. He's hitting air. He's hitting air, losing confidence. Now he's gonna fly in, and when he flies in, that's when we catch him with something.
Yeah, excellent evasive work from Toledo.
Beautiful teep up the middle.
You've heard that as well, that buried into the midsection.
And now you see the confidence from Stroumpoulis just dissipating again, dissipating throughout the round. We're halfway through this second round, and it's nowhere near as dangerous as he looked early.
Oh, looking for the clinch, working hard to get out of it though is Toledo. Needs some urgency to circle off this cage. Nice.
Been dangerous there though, Stroumpoulis. Every time he's done that, he looked very powerful. but afterwards he's always loses energy. So this is where Danny needs to be putting pressure on him.
Oh, and that body kick.
Not letting him off. Not letting him off. Let's go one again. One phase, two phase. Not just let him recover, because then he's going to come with another dangerous attack. Leaping left hooks, big right hands. Danny needs to be pressuring all the time. Pressure, pressure, pressure. As we lose in 1 minute, 30 seconds of this second round.
I have to say, as we move into this final minute of the second round, Toledo looks in great shape, right? He is fighting at his pace. Oh, big right hand. Big right hand. Warning shot across the bow there from Stroumpoulis.
But yeah, Danny looks very calm, very, like you said, in great shape, prepared for this one very well. And what I'm impressed with is he's so disciplined.
Yeah.
Early on, when he caught him with a good right hand, not so disciplined. But now, since then, he's been very disciplined, controlled the center of the cage pretty much the whole fight. Just needs to be careful of this range, you know. Apart from that, has looked very impressive to me.
50 seconds now left in round number 2.
Now pressure, don't let off the pressure, because he's just getting pushed back.
Oh.
That's where he needs to be careful again. Good work from Stroumpoulis.
Yeah, Stroumpoulis always dangerous, like you said, so thick set, and it was only a short left, a glancing left that buckled the knees of Daniel early in that first round.
And then phase 2. You know, he's so good at the first phase, Daniel, landing that 1-2 very well, and then he's letting Stroumpoulis just recover. And Stroumpoulis is so good at coming forward and throwing hooks in different ranges. His best combination, I think, of the fight is when he went high, low, high, with a 3-hook combination.
Oh, that body shot hurt him. Stroumpoulis bites down at his mouthpieces and swings. Oof, a little wink from Stroumpoulis, a raise of the hand from JACARE. My goodness, round 2. Certainly felt like JACARE with the range, the distance, the control in that aspect. But still dangerous is Stroumpoulis. Really is hotting up for this third round. Stroumpoulis must know he's got to come out and make something happen. That urgency. And you can see in the corner now, really animated instruction coming from Stroumpoulis' corner. And here we see the reversal up against the cage from Stroumpoulis. Nice dig to the body, outside leg. But then the 1-2, the straight shots from JACARE, and this, the teep. Number of times he connected with that shot to the midsection. Oof. Glanced with that left hand. And those are the warning shots. And that was the final flurry as we came to the end of round number 2, and we are set and ready to step into round number 3. Panagiotis, Stroumpoulis, blue corner. Daniel JACARE Toledo now heavy favorite in the eyes of the tip sport bets. He is in the red corner.
I expect desperation from Stroumpoulis early in this third round, like we saw in the second. Very aggressive and dangerous early in the round. Danny needs to almost survive the first minute. Nice left hook from Daniel.
Yeah, he needs to stay in space where he has space to escape as well, right?
He shakes that off, says it's nothing, but that's good because he's moving very well. Daniel circling back to the center of the cage, showing that, you know, that experience that he has that we've always wanted to see from him as he comes high with that left kick.
He's carrying a lot of power into this third round as well. That's testament to that conditioning.
Yeah, conditioning for Danny has always been questionable, but I feel like coming into this fight, he's demonstrating how just loose he looks and calm he looks. It just shows cardio is king.
And you were in the corner there of Toledo during that 1 minute break. I was staring at the corner there of Giotis, and they were very animated. Like you said, I think they're trying to instill that, just leave it all out there mentality with their fighter.
Yeah, he can't do this. He can't continue to be so calm and relaxed. When he puts Daniel on the back foot, he's dangerous, and he's getting very, very close to the finish of the fight. Just glance in the chin, just glance in the nose. But he needs to put 2 more shots on the end, 2 more hooks. Needs to control him up against that fence and throw those hooks. You know, he needs to believe in himself and come forward.
It's the second time he's thrown that oblique kick. Now, JACARE has fought before and had an injury with that lead left leg caused by exactly that.
Nice spinning back fist there from the man from Greece. Gets met by double underhooks, manages to escape it. Danny said to me in the corner, he's very strong. Muy fuerte. Yeah, I can see it.
Sounds better in Spanish.
Yeah, super fuerte. Needs to be careful, not putting himself in danger now. Daniel needs to, again, be disciplined. 3 minutes left.
Stroumpoulis seems to be waiting for an opportunity as well.
And Daniel's giving it to him. We need more pressure. Needs to keep him tired because he gets tired early after he uses a lot of energy looking for those takedowns, a lot of energy when he throws his hooks, and then he gets tired. And then he takes deep breaths and he needs to keep pushing the pressure. Keep nice right hand. Needs to now where's the pressure? Where's the pressure? You know, don't lay him off. Need to always be on him and make him desperate. And when he swings and he misses, hit him again. And for Stroumpoulis, he needs to build together shots. He needs to move his feet towards Danny, not just throw from wild. You know, I think he's fallen in love with this oblique kick, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And at the moment, he's kind of just waiting for an opportunity. You've got to create the opportunity. Come forward, throw shots.
Yeah, because he has to cover that distance, right? He's got to make something that will put him in range so those shots are effective.
Again, Daniel utilizing distance very, very well. You know, and bossing this fight at the moment. Great control. I'd like to see hands and feet mixed together, not just throwing one shot.
It's hard, right, though. It's hard because on one side, as we're walking in, we watch the replay from the Xavier fight. You kind of want him to stay disciplined and stay out. But on the other side, you know the potential. He could finish this fight if he added that phase 2, possibly phase 3. But that puts him in range as well.
That's the thing. Staying safe is, you know, like we said, the commentators curse. But it's been a very strategic fight, this one, from both men. Stroumpoulis now controlling the center of the cage. Danny trying to get his respect back. Nice jab. Goes back to the center. Controls the distance well.
1 minute 20 seconds now left.
Big smile from JACARE. Disciplined performance.
His footwork is excellent as well, Luke. The way he finds space on the exit so that he has always got a way of getting away should Stroumpoulis come forward with those blitzes.
Now he's got the right position here. Now we want to see something. Now we need to see a combination coming from JACARE. Ending with a kick.
Teeps to the midsection as well in round 2. Very effective. Oof. 45 seconds now left. It's not often we hear the last buzzer in a JACARE fight.
He's got 35 seconds to make a difference. Or Stroumpoulis coming forward. I feel like he's got to feel the desperation. Got to know he's got to be behind because he's been bullied a little bit in these 3 rounds. Nothing very, very tough has landed. He's not really been shook, but he's definitely had less output throughout the fight.
15 seconds now till that final buzzer. Stroumpoulis now hears that clacker, and that is like red rag to a bull. Off he goes. Oh, JACARE gets dragged down, but he's in mount.
Oh! Desperation from Stroumpoulis in that last 10 seconds. Didn't go well for him as he ended in the mount, but very, very, very well fought fight from Daniel JACARE. Tactical, calm, relaxed. Looked like a different man.
Yes, certainly did. A very disciplined performance there against a super dangerous opponent.
Oh, Stroumpoulis this is why the fight we see now when we see with the highlights, these swinging shots just skim the chin.
Millimeters.
Yeah, and they're big, big fight finishing shots, every single one of them. Be interesting to see how the judges have it scored, but I can't see it going any other way. Beautiful performance.
Well, the demeanors as you look at the two, and they're very frustrated, Stroumpoulis, and that was the key, wasn't it? JACARE kept him at a range where he just wasn't effective.
He couldn't fight, yeah, he wasn't effective in those. There was a few moments where he gave up the range, but here, perfect. You see in the highlights here, just always just out of range. Movement, like you said, always found the center of the cage. Again, always found an exit, and it just made Stroumpoulis look a little bit desperate. And he was, and this is where the desperation comes out in the 3rd round, and he almost pulled mouth.
And that is one way to finish. And in the cage, JACARE holding his flag, the flag he holds so dearly high. And these are the numbers, Luke. And again, look at the difference there. Let's hand it to make the decision official to Mr. Andrei Novotny.
Dámy a pánové, známe výsledek. Všichni tři bodoví viděli tento zápas poměru 30-27. All three judges scored this fight 30-27 in a favor ve prospěch vítěze, kterým se stává JACARE Jose Toledo.